It's streaming.
Anybody? What is there anybody in there?
Did they give up on us?
Well, I mean, it's kind of malleable, right? I mean, it's not like
Hi,
you can't
internet
just jump on.
people. Janet here, and
Wait. Are we good here?
I guess
Mic's
so.
on. It says we're live.
We're not muted?
Excellent connection. No.
Okay, good.
All right. Hey, welcome everybody to another edition of Monster Hustle midweek update. I guess we're going to call this show. I'm one half. I'm the monkey, portrayed by me, James.
And I'm Janet. Right now we don't have any views, but that's okay because you go watch this later.
Yeah.
We did announce a few hours ago on Facebook and I believe on the community part that we were going to go live. And I don't know if that's enough time or not, but we try to update people when we decide to do these things.
Everyone's so busy nowadays, have all these places to go. I mean, some people have to go to the bathroom, some people have to go,
to the
kitchen, from the living room. So we understand that it can be really frustrating. Oh, some people jumped in.
Well, there's also a lot of essential workers, and there are some factory employees that are returning back to work this week.
Yeah,
so hopefully they're doing okay, and people are getting healthier. We hope people are recovering from all the illness going on. I see a couple people in the chat. Hi, Connie Cleary.
Connie Cleary, Lofty Moose.
Hi, Lofty Moose.
It's a good start.
Hi, Heather Johnson. Happy Wednesday. Oh, we got hearts. Thank you for the hearts. We heart you back.
That's right. Well, yeah, what an interesting week it's been. We had a couple of sourcing opportunities back to back, which is the challenge now. Doing reselling in the reselling community in general is finding stuff to sell to resell. It's kind of a challenge, and so now it's going to come. It's sort of kind of like not going to say separates the wheat from the chaff, or survive. But really,
it's if you're a scavenger or a picker, if you're like a garbage picker, dumpster diver, it's kind of like it's more of a challenge now for the thrifty people.
Or even if you want to
go to the thrift stores,
yard sales. So
a lot of the thrift stores are still closed.
So here in Ohio, they're going to open up some Goodwill stores on the 12th, right? May 12th.
Yes. So May 12th, they are opening some retail establishments. Ohio is starting to be back open for businesses, but they're doing it slowly to not kind of open those floodgates and everyone gets sick at once. They don't want to overload the hospitals in case if they do get a lot of people. So
what I'm thinking though, my question is, if they do that, does that mean that you think people will start doing yard sales? What about flea markets?
The flea markets, I don't believe they can gather like that as of right now. Because it's too many people, even though it is outside most of them. I think they're afraid of people getting too compacted together right now. Because of how contagious this stuff is. But I know there are people on Facebook Marketplace doing private yard sales, private garage sales, where it's by appointment, and they'll let you shop their garage. Now, you have to take proper safety precautions, of course have your wits about you when going to someone's house or garage.
And that's kind of what we did this past weekend. Is we got we hit up a friend of ours who's also a reseller, and she gave us a tip of a friend of hers that sells stuff out of his garage. Yeah,
so we had a friend recommend their friend, and he had a bunch of cool stuff in his garage, and we bought a good chunk of it.
So that's
on
one of our
Saturday.
What's one of our workarounds right now is the networking with other people that resell. So there, yes, there's some competition there, but in this case, the person that we worked that gave us this tip, she kind of handles stuff that's like more furniture, retro furniture, and older and like bigger pieces of things.
Yeah.
Although she probably would definitely pick up some of the stuff that we got, but
yeah. So
there's a lot of that,
So that's her specialty. But yeah, we picked some things from her friend's garage, and that worked well. Found some cool stuff that we'll show you a little bit later.
Yeah, and if you want to let us know what you're doing, if you're a reseller out there, like what are some of your workarounds to get inventory, you can leave comments. They'll be fun to read later on or as they come in.
Yeah, and I did see in some of the reseller groups on Facebook, people were saying that some of their thrift stores are starting to reopen, but they're of course they're wearing masks, they're keeping their distance. Let's check the comments.
Heather Johnson. Hey, Heather, how you doing? Robin, Larry Tressler, Sean Burris, Gadfly in the house.
Cool.
Lofty Moose. Yeah.
Lois. Raider.
Lois is here. She's happy that she made a live one of these things, and we're on our Mummy and the Monkey Hairy Scary Hangout set again.
Yeah.
We're working on a little space upstairs in the house where we can do Monster Hustle stuff. So just gonna get a little bit different vibe. Yeah, that's in the works and should be probably next time you see us we'll be there.
Yeah, a lot of people in the chat. Thank you. Thrift Raider says it was fun seeing you last night, Grimm.
Oh, okay.
Or you'll have to tell Grimm.
That's another part of the story.
We'll talk about that too.
Something else that happened just last night, which was fun. Lois is longing for Mr. Saxon, for John Saxon. Yeah, well, don't worry. He will be in this week's movie.
Yeah, he will be back. Robin says, I'm retired too. Cool.
Robin also said, I think it's way too soon to reopen the U.S. You know, that's the big question now. We're not going to get into that, but yeah, I mean...
Yeah, we don't want to get into...
if this thing is that contagious, you have to be careful with it.
We have friends of all different political spectrums, and I respect their opinions, and that's totally okay to have different opinions. Our main concern, we want our friends, we want people out there healthy. So we'll just say that. So when you do go out, of course, please be careful, you know? And that's all there is to it. There's no need to debate it. There's no need to get political. The main concern is we want people okay. Yeah. We want everybody to be okay.
And for me, for one, I'm willing to, not give up anything, but to just kind of, cool my jets for a little bit and wait it out and try to do our best, because that's the only thing we have right now is the brain to use to outsmart this thing, or don't give it what it needs to thrive. So, and yes, it's going to do some damage, but the less damage, the better in this case. So,
right.
That's just how I see it.
It's about taking care of yourselves, taking care of one another, that sort of thing. So, yeah, that's all we'll say about that.
But tonight's topic is related to that because it's affecting the way we're finding inventory and everyone else out there in resale. So this is like the workaround we're talking about. So when we went on these picks, what did we wear? We wore
our masks. You had gloves.
I like gloves. You don't.
I did not wear gloves, but we did bring hand sanitizer and a little bottle of rubbing alcohol, in case if we ran out of the little bottle of sanitizer. Because it was running. We're running low on that, but yeah. Blackberry
Thistle T says, hi, enjoyed seeing you on Chad's channel. Well,
awesome.
A version of me, Grimm Gorri the monkey did show up on a Pickers sort of like, it wasn't a Zoom chat, but it was like, a conference sort of thing on YouTube where there was multiple people in the party.
But yeah, Golden Finger Picker, and who else was there? Because I did watch some of it. I didn't watch all of it, and it sounds like you guys had a lot of fun.
It was great.
I was snoring. I was sleeping.
Yeah, Ronnie Hart from Hart Pickers was on there. Renee from the guy in California.
Bargain Hunters.
Bargain Hunters, yeah.
That's the storage unit guy, right?
Yes, he popped on for a little bit, and there's some people that I need to. Everyone's name was Sarah and her husband, but they're really big resellers and private label people, and it was nice to meet them. And there was a guy, I can't think of his name. If somebody he was in the bottom right hand corner, and he's this like big thing, and I have to look up his videos now. I'm really curious to see what this guy has done in resale, because that's the other great thing about watching these videos, and maybe not our videos, but some of these other people that do the reselling, they give you this information and the knowledge, as they say it is. Craigslist Hunter calls it the knowledge.
It's really cool info, and you get to see how all these different resellers or different business owners, entrepreneurs, whatever you want to call them, how they do things and what their angle is, what their niche is.
The only school for this
would
be like a basic business course, so you know how to keep books. But I think that some of that can be learned on the fly too. I mean, maybe not as intricate. Obviously, he's a real business major, but good enough. But the reselling thing and the picking thing, that's all just going out there and doing it. I think. So it was great.
Bob Ferguson says rubbing alcohol, vinegar, and lemon juice is antiseptic.
Yeah, but rubbing alcohol is hard to find. We went to Walgreens today and took my mom there. Finally, she got out of the house. And, boy, she took her sweet time, too. She was just, every aisle was just like a wonderland to her. They were out of rubbing alcohol.
Yeah, we feel bad because she hasn't been anywhere in, like, over a month.
Yeah, and she's not forced. But she also doesn't want to get sick, obviously. She's in her mid-70s, and you know, it's not. She understands it's not the time to just go here and there. Like,
so yeah, you took her to a smaller store that was less busy.
Yeah, and you know, it was what it was. Yeah, but I brought that up because you know, Bob mentioned making hand sanitizer, but even rubbing alcohol, that shelf is bare in there. So
yeah, and that's sad because there's a lot of diabetics that need that stuff, that first aid stuff.
Connie wants to know how the Crypt Kitties are doing.
The Crypt Kitties, oh, they're doing lovely, Miss Connie. Thank you. I took Louie for a walk today. Louie is our little nature boy. He begs me to go walk around the backyard with him, and he chased a squirrel.
Yeah, so we're getting updates on where you can find stuff. Now, Bob's in Akron area, so he said his drug mart had it for the 91% kind, which is the best.
Yeah, that's like, ooh. Yeah, but that'll burn your skin off.
Dapper Tiger says witch hazel's a good substitute for rubbing alcohol. I didn't even think about that because they did see witch hazel there. They had a few bottles left. Oh well.
Yeah, witch hazel's also like a first aid thing.
I'll have to remember that.
Anyway, so what we're going to do now is we're going to show you some of the stuff that we got at these back-to-back picks this weekend. We went out somewhere on Saturday morning around noon, and then somewhere Sunday on noon.
Yeah, we did. So both Saturday and Sunday we did 2 private picks.
We picked their privates.
Private picks. That doesn't sound right.
I used to get in trouble for that.
That sounds kind of
when I was growing up.
Kind of raunchy there.
Picking. Yeah, no. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun. The first place we were at, we were there for about a good hour and a half, I think, looking around.
We were, because there were boxes stacked up of like little this and that, little knick-knacky things.
Yeah, dig through.
And I found some cool stuff for a friend of mine that I know likes film. He fixes up projectors. So these film projectors are cool. I should show him.
You got to see this. Okay, let's start with the projector.
Well,
Be careful of your jury box.
Let's start with the Saturday goodies. Right. Some of that.
Let's go in some sort of
I got
order,
to get them. Well, I could show some of the knickknacks.
Yeah, start with the knickknacks maybe, and then I should have a place to put this stuff when we're done.
I don't sell or buy many knickknacks, but these were really cute and they were really cheap. This is like a little. Will it show up there? There's a little
dog.
Tilt
it down, maybe. Yeah, it's hard to see.
This is so like one of those little like mid-century.
That's better.
Knickknacks. It's like a little, like a little Shih Tzu dog or something.
Hey, watch your language. A family show.
It's a type of dog. I didn't cuss a swear.
Oh, I didn't know.
Honest.
Uh-oh, clink.
No, it's okay. This needs washed. It still has
really
dirt
dirty,
on it. This is like a little elf. He's like a little.
So both of these.
A little naughty elf or something.
Both of these pics were like make a pile type things. So.
And it looks like a little candy dish, a little snack tray.
When they tell me to make a pile, I start pulling my pants down. They're like, no, not like that, not that kind of pile.
And this looks too small to be a cookie jar. Maybe it's like for tea or for sugar. But this is like a little bunny rabbit.
Tea for the Tiller Man.
And it looks like one of those like.
Closer.
Like
And then
there we go. So I got a bunch of little knickknacks like that. What else is in here? Oh, this is cool.
A knack named Nikki.
A letter liquor.
Now this is really cool. This is
really
funny.
cool.
I guess you wet this up, but look at this.
Will it show up on there?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're good right there. Perfect. Wow. Like a gag gift. That's kind of funny. Yeah, these were make a pile, everything for one price.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
A last rites kit.
Yeah, fine.
I've sold these online. There's some people that
used to sell them in the shop all the time.
I used to sell these in my shop all the time. People liked that.
Come looking for it. And you slide
this slides open, and then it has the bottle for your holy water.
A little flask, maybe.
It almost looks like a flask, but
hey, was that little pen flask in there? Or do you keep that?
Yeah, no, there's one in there.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
There's one in there. That I could show later, too.
Oh, yeah. Just remind me.
Okay, and then this other stuff, I don't know. I think that I'll just leave in there.
You can edit.
But,
now move that bag out of the way
I'll move the bag, and then...
All the way in there we go.
And then, there we go.
There we go. There's that cute pony. Here, I'll show the pony when you get there.
You show the cute pony.
Yeah, I wish I would have found this.
Isn't that really adorable?
Yeah, it's a pony. It's a pony. Look at this little guy. It's a pony. It's just something really cool about it. Kind of whimsical. Mm-hmm. Dirty, but whimsical.
And then
put this over here.
It's a little dusty, and my allergies are all from all this dust.
Check this thing out, guys.
But this is Keystone Moviegraph model number 198, an old-timey film projector. And these film projectors, I'm not going to go over price points. I don't want to get too personal, but I got these for a really good price, and I'm going to save them for a friend of ours.
Do you know
I'm giving him a good deal on them.
Do you know what this person? I'm taking a screenshot so we can look it up later. Mm-hmm. Do we ever come across any Maneki Nakos?
Maneki Neko.
What is that?
Maneki Neko, it's a Japanese or it could be Chinese.
Oh, is it the one you found the big balls in?
So no, let's say for example, I own a little store. And
is it the...
Like the little shops and restaurants in Japan would have the good luck cat.
Yeah.
Neko means cat in Japanese. And they would have the paw up. And the paw would move. And it was like a good luck thing to have like by the door of your shop. So that's what a Maneki Neko is.
We should make a Grimm one where his arm goes like
I
this.
might
like
have,
waves a fart away.
I may have one of those that
Sure.
I have for my own collection. I know in the past I've sold one or two.
And what are the things with the big scrotum? What are those? The raccoon?
Tanuki.
Yeah, okay.
And I actually have a Tanuki.
With the biggest pair.
With the biggest pair.
Holy
He's
mackerel.
a well-endowed Tanuki.
Well,
he's about this big. He's a chalkware piece. I have him listed on eBay. And Tanuki is kind of like a raccoon dog type of animal. They're related to raccoons. And the male Tanuki are known to, you know, they've got it all hanging out.
Well, thanks, Marlon Perkins. This has been Wild Planet. Thank you for joining.
So now you have all this useless information.
What's that guy, the Columbus Zoo guy? Jack Hanna. Janet Hanna.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, projector number 2.
Okay, here's projector number 2.
You're dragging lots of stuff.
Yeah, there's a cord stuck here.
You're fine.
But it's got film here. Hold on.
Film.
This is also a keystone.
Can you see what's on those on the film? Is it home movies?
I don't know. This isn't hooked on properly.
Ooh.
I have to figure that out later. But there is a film on here. I think it is home movies because we have a bunch of film that we grabbed that looks like people's like family videos.
It's a pretty nice sized box full of odd looking, small reels, and some of them are vinegared, unfortunately.
Yeah, some of them do have the vinegar.
They're dated from the late 30s and early 40s, but.
This is 16 millimeter.
Yeah.
And this is solid. This is really heavy. If I had to guess, this is probably 1930s, 1940s.
Sure.
The model number is number 416992. Oh, model A72.
Ah.
Keystone. But I was told that I think 2 of them work. The wiring definitely needs redone. The wiring isn't so good.
But the guy we're selling these to knows his way around these things. So.
Yeah, we have a buyer for them already.
So it's like this is going to be like a great project for him. And is there one more that you're going to show?
There is a third
one. Oh, the giant one. That one stinks though.
It does. That's okay.
Careful, don't break that.
Yep, I know.
Make sure it's shut.
I know. What are the comments?
You can use my leg too. Comments say, "Whoa, sweet, portable vampire." They're still talking about the first rate kit.
This is also 16 millimeter. This is Bell and Howell. This is really old looking.
Okay, kind of got it inside. It flops open.
Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh, look at that.
It smells like an old basement.
It does. It smells like basement. I'm gonna sneeze from this, but oof, jeez.
That's a 16 mil?
This is also 16 millimeter. I can't tell what the model number is. I think the plate is on the back here.
All right, shut it.
I'd have to take that whole thing out, but oof, I'll have to put some baking soda
too much. Careful.
in there to get rid of that smell.
Whew. At least you gotta let it air out.
Yeah.
Maybe you should let it air out this morning.
Put it out in the sun.
Yeah.
And then we have a box of film too somewhere.
It's in the garage.
Okay, and then
in the garage.
And then we picked up another one of these.
So what's it called?
This is 30.
Look at this sucker.
This is 35 millimeter.
Now we have 2 of these things.
Yeah, this actually we have one that we bought Saturday, and then this one was from the Ghoul set.
This is a Ghoul set.
This is from the Ghoul set, and the movie was House.
Oh.
The movie that was on it was House.
Where's the other? Oh, I put it over there.
Yeah. We have another one that we bought Saturday.
This is from the Ghoul show. Remember that show in Cleveland? From his old studio. This is an a 35 millimeter movie.
35 millimeter. I don't have a projector this size or a camera this size, but wow, isn't that awesome?
Yeah, William Catt was in that movie.
That is too cool.
Yeah. So now we have we just, like she said, we picked up one just like it at the same size at the first yard sale I went to on Saturday. The private pick we had on Saturday.
Yeah, so that was like pretty much what I bought on Saturday, like a bunch of little knick-knacky things, and then like some cool film stuff.
I found a couple things. I didn't know.
Yeah, why don't you share?
I didn't find a bunch of crazy stuff. I think, but we still got a good deal on all these things. I did find some more TV guides, so that made me really happy.
Yay!
They're from the 70s. They're not Cleveland Press ones, but they're still usable for a lot of the information. But I found some record albums I thought were kind of neat. An old Johnny Cash Sun Records album. I looked these up already. You know, not crazy amounts, but...
Everyone loves Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. He walked the line, you know.
He's a...
in a burning ring of fire. That's about hemorrhoids.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so there's this record, but the records themselves are in pretty decent condition, although the jackets are not. National Lampoon, I just grabbed these just because, you know, we'll listen to them or something. I don't know if these are worth anything, but I felt like I had to put something in the pile. Oh, the other thing I don't have here is the blow mold I bought, too, the Halloween blow mold. That's in the garage as well.
That's okay.
Oh, this was kind of fun.
We can still share.
Flash Gordon LP. It looks like it might be still sealed. Oh, it's sealed.
It is sealed.
Even is it? Yeah, it's sealed.
Interplanetary Adventure. So it must just be like sound effects.
It's radio broadcast. It's Flash Gordon radio.
Oh, it's the radio one.
It looks like
I was thinking of the film.
Looks like it came out in the '80s. This is an '80s sort of artwork look to it, but that's sealed, and that's always a good thing when you're selling records or anything, right? Because it's like it's a new old stock. The Sex Life of a Primate. I don't even know what this is. Shelley Berman. Oh, yeah, it's a stand-up comic.
Are you in that, Grimm?
Look, it's Grimm's record album. Look at that. And there's Janet, and there's some naked guy in between us.
Who's that guy?
And then another Johnny Cash record.
Johnny Cash.
With his hot and blue guitar.
I like the art on that.
Yeah, you know, it's got Folsom Prison Blues on there. Another Sun Records release, which is pretty good because that's where all the old blues artists and Elvis and that did stuff. The Rock Island Line, I hear that lonesome whistle, I hear that that's not the same thing. Folsom Prison Blues.
Do you guys ever come across the Bela Lugosi blow mold? I have seen that, but that's very, very rare to find.
If I found that, that's exactly what would happen.
What? Oh, jeez.
Well, not in that way, just because I'd be so excited. But anyway, let's move on. Okay.
Let's move on.
Scratch that
Was
last.
that also stuff?
No, that's from Sunday.
Yeah, let's show Saturday.
That's from Sunday. It's
Do you have any?
dear.
Okay. And then I'm reading the other comment.
I gotta grab this box. All right. Ooh, give me a second.
Ooh.
Ooh, Mr. Cat Hair. Going up.
I'm trying to read.
Paranormal. It's all the same stuff from before.
Oh, okay. I thought there were some new ones there.
Witch Hazel and then down here.
Oh, Tom. Hi, guys. It took me a few minutes to figure out how to sign in.
Oh.
Oh, cool. So, hi, Tom and Lois.
Well, welcome to the party, Tom.
Welcome to the party.
All right, little junk. I don't know if this works or what else I need, but here's a clapper. Remember that thing? Clap on, clap on, clap one, clap off. The clapper. So who knows? It was a gimmicky thing. Might be something. I have one of these already, but mine is clear. You can see the inside. But this is a little AM/FM radio that the mouth moves, you know, depending on what's going on the radio, and it just talks. And
that's cool.
It's pretty neat. But I didn't even check the battery on this thing.
Uh-oh.
There's still batteries in it, but they don't look like they exploded. Or
no corrosion. That's good.
They didn't explode.
No explosions.
All right. Here's another one of your little guys.
Oh dear. It's a little deer. Yeah, this is one of my little knickknacks, the little this and that's. I just thought it was cute. It's a little deer. Does that show up?
Oh dear, you have to go real quick.
There it goes.
It's got a nice shape to it.
Yeah, it's kind of cutesy.
A retro sort of Elf on the Shelf little. I had one of these when I was a kid. I still have it. It has my name, I think, on it, but in glitter.
Oh,
but
you grabbed
Elf on
that.
the Shelf. Yeah, I mean, this is something. It's vintage.
It looked like someone made it.
The little plastic face. They may have, but
like,
you know.
Like Christmas crafts or something.
It's got some charm to it, as they say in Paramount. Some charm. A spare time bowling game. I don't know. It's got this like endorsed by Detroit Mitch. Oh, Ed Lukowski or somebody. But anyway. Something Yashi would maybe play. What's a little tabletop bowling game? I got 3 of these.
Oh, they're like old-timey puzzles?
Yeah, dented a little bit. Yeah, old like puzzles. This one is the girl. I've seen this before. The girl with the chickens and Alice in Wonderland and trust me, it's Alice in Wonderland. Okay. That light's killing it. Pinocchio.
I wonder if we should move the light closer, or that would affect the camera.
Well, the camera, yeah, we will.
Oh, that would, yeah.
Yeah, you can't move it. I don't know if this works, but it's one of those dancing Coca-Cola things where it's all scrunchy, and that could be good.
Okay.
Oh, I got a couple more things I want to show people. I bought a VCR, which is not that interesting. And
yeah, VCRs we usually find at every sale.
And then this was fun. I have no idea what's in it yet, but other than the cars. But this is
toy cars.
It's a hole full of It's like you and your jewelry boxes. I like going through old toys.
I like jewelry boxes and the boxes of little toys.
Now,
Those are fun.
I doubt if there's any Red Line Hot Wheels in here, but
some of them looked like they were from the 70s.
This is good stuff for like a lot.
Some of the little toy cars.
Dino Drive. That's kind of interesting.
Like, what's this guy?
There's a Porsche.
Oh, you bought me a Porsche?
I did, finally.
Oh, nice. I finally have a Porsche.
This is kind of funny. It's a Chef... I can't see it, unless you want to run it up there. It's a Chef Boyardee logoed semi-truck.
Chef Boyardee truck.
How cool is that?
Does that show up?
It's not at the top, just kind of like... Because it's got that huge logo on top.
On the top?
Yeah, and drop it down a little bit. Drop it like that, and there you go. And pull it back towards you a little bit, I think.
Kind of?
Or closer, even, I guess, into the... I don't know. This is
I don't know.
They got to figure this out.
Something like that, yeah.
One of those. Any Transformers in here? No. But it's got, you know.
Dapper Tiger says, hit the thumbs up. Yeah, thank you, Tiger.
Hit the thumbs up.
Like the video. And, yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
This Tootsie Toy? I don't know. But those little metal cars we used to get. That's a sports car, too.
It's like, yeah, we're supposed to...
Kind of neat.
It just says USA 1.
Well, anyway.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's
just
fun.
Weird little toy cars.
I'll dig through and hopefully I'll find some good stuff in here. You never know. With this stuff, you never know. Well, because most of these aren't worth anything.
Yeah, some of these might be newer, like 80s.
I had to put something down. Yeah, one of the better things I got was this blow mold. That Halloween. It's like a phantom, a little white skeleton, about maybe 2.5, 3 feet tall. White skeleton.
A skeleton with the cape.
Purple hat, purple cape. Kind of sweet. You know, cartoony, whimsical. And, the only other thing I got that, well, it's not even worth mentioning, I don't think, but I thought it was kind of neat.
Show it.
Is this John the Baptist, I think. Who is this? That's Jesus. Healing the blind man.
Oh, it's like a 3D thing?
It's a lenticular. Look at that. It kind of works there, too.
Is that what they call it? Lenticular?
Yeah, it's got depth. Look at that. You know, it looks like what you can do on your on Facebook now with the 3D. It even moves a little bit. That's kind of freaky. Douche, douche, douche. Yeah, but it's this really cool lenticular, you know.
Huh.
Jesus.
Is that like plastic?
Yeah.
Oh, it is plastic. That's weird.
But yeah, okay. Wiki. Yeah, that's kind of neat. So that could have been there too, just to have something.
All right.
But there you go.
We are going to get into the Sunday haul.
Which was the big haul.
Oof. Let's see. I'm just trying to remember. Okay, so for people that do eBay, I guess, and I'm noticing it on my eBay screen on my phone, they're really pushing those eBay managed payments. Oh, yeah. They are getting rid of PayPal in July for sure. By PayPal. And it's like, I'm not sure what to make of it. I'm not sure what to think of it. So I don't know if anyone out there is selling on eBay and has already started the managed payments. Now, they're using a payment system where it direct deposits into your banking account.
But how often does it do that?
I'm not sure if you can control how often it does that or just withdraw it whenever you want. I don't know. But the system that they're using is something that I guess Etsy has been using. It's called Oddyen, and it's a company from Sweden.
Now,
PayPal, I've used them for like 20 years now. Even when I wasn't selling on eBay, I would use them to shop on eBay.
Now, but you can still pay for things with PayPal.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, people can still, I'm pretty sure, can use any sort of...
Oh, I thought they were getting rid of it completely. No. Like you had to use like a debit card or a credit card. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but...
Yeah, but I could pay for stuff with my PayPal even if the other person doesn't have PayPal, yeah? Like I could transfer monies.
I don't know.
I don't know why I'm thinking that somebody had said something like that. But anyway, that was a true story. What was a true story? Porsche de Rossi. Oh.
Oh, I would put a video on your eBay listing. A video on it?
But sometimes you
can.
can't.
On the Tanuki. Maybe she's talking about that.
What, those JC LPs? Oh, Johnny Cash LPs that were reissued. My sister has them. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, these are the original ones, but yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies that are remaking those old records. So yeah, to get an original is cool.
Yeah, Lois is giving everybody a lesson on the Maneki no Neko things.
Nice.
That's good. She knows all about that stuff.
But yeah, I need to do some more research, but I'm not going to sign up for the managed payments right away until... I mean, I'm going to have to by July anyway, but I don't want to do it right away.
Well, I'm ready to do it. I mean, if you got to do it, you got to do it, you know?
Yeah, and I know, so on the other selling apps like Mercari and Poshmark, you link your bank account to it. They don't even give you an option for PayPal, and then you can withdraw your funds whenever you want. So once the sale goes through and the customer's happy with their item, you know, after a day or so, they let you just take the funds out. And then their selling fees, they take right out of the sale. With eBay, you have to, like, pay your selling fees every month.
If you have a PayPal credit card, you could probably pay with any of the stuff.
Maybe. I don't have the PayPal.
I don't know. I keep bringing it up. I don't know why. But anyway, let's get on to the
So the Sunday haul
day 2
was actually, we visited a YouTube viewer.
We haven't even called this an A-haul. That's our patented branded thing that we came up with, our term.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had, this is probably, we usually refer to our hauls as A-hauls because the A stands for awesome.
So it's an awesome haul.
And it sounds like a-hole, right?
Yeah,
anyway,
it kind of sounds dirty.
Trying to be funny, you know,
kind of funny.
Our attempt at humor here.
But no.
Yeah, so we had an awesome A-haul. We had a good A-haul on Saturday and an awesome, big, fat, juicy A-haul on Sunday.
Oh my goodness.
It was great. This is interesting too because the first one was it was recommended by someone that we networked with a while back, who also is a reseller. But Sunday's pick was
from a YouTube viewer, so we'll call him Dave.
Yeah, let's call him Dave.
And thank you, Dave, for letting us shop the house and letting us
hang out for a while.
Hang out for a little bit and get some cool stuff.
Yeah, and talk about some cool stuff too.
Yeah, good conversation.
It was a very interesting visit. But what did we do? We also, initially what we thought, when he invited us to stop by, Janet looked at some photos he sent us of what he had for sale.
He sent over some photos. He said he had a lot of mid-century things. And I'm looking at them, and there were a lot of nice furniture pieces. Yeah. And my first thought is, wow, that looks really cool. My second thought is,
but
we don't have the space for furniture,
and we don't really deal in business.
And we don't
really sell it?
We don't really deal in furniture and things like that.
There are people that still sell to people, but we don't have that sort of you know, we don't have the space, nor do we have the connections. But we did know someone that did. The person that turned us on to the sale we went to on Saturday.
Yes, so we have a reseller friend that pretty much specializes in the stuff that
we'll call her Dave too. We'll just call her.
Call everyone Dave.
Everyone's Dave.
But yeah, so I said, well, maybe such and such store might want it. Maybe this place might want it. Let me ask around. So I asked around. I asked our friend, and she said, yeah, I'm gonna give him a call. That sounds great.
Yeah, she saw the pictures or whatever. She was like, "Oh yeah, I could use that stuff," because she's also looking for inventory too. She's in the same boat, right?
Yeah. So she spoke with Dave over the phone, and then I guess he mentioned that there was other stuff too that we might be interested in. We all decided to go Sunday afternoon. That way, if she needed help carrying furniture out,
and she did,
we could help her.
Yeah. The good thing we were all there because I mean, some of the stuff was just we had a couch.
There was a couch.
A chair,
there was a coffee table.
A table set.
A dining room table set.
Nice stuff.
Really cool stuff.
That she, will definitely have luck with getting rid of. She probably already knows who wants what. I mean, that's always a cool thing when you see a professional in action and they're like, the only reason they're saying they want this stuff is because they know exactly how they're going to, unload it.
Because she's a little more seasoned. She has a lot more experience with reselling, and
her network's different.
And it's a different network, so it's interesting to see how other sellers do things, how other people run their business.
Yeah, and we learn from that, and I think we can.
Yeah, it's definitely a learning experience.
If you want to stay afloat in this, probably, or any business, you usually try to network, and try to build up that, and we're going on. This is something that we didn't figure out. It's not a revelation to us. We heard Golden Finger Picker, Craigslist Hunter, Taco Stacks, all the people we listened to early on.
Yeah.
Ronnie Hart mention these things like you have to build relationships, get the knowledge, but you learn this stuff and you network and you throw it out there and you tell people. And at first I remember hearing that going, ooh, if people know that you resell, maybe they won't sell stuff to you. If they do, they'll try to get buyers, or a seller's price.
Sometimes you're afraid, you might feel a little nervous, to say hey, I'm a reseller, but
because it doesn't sound like it'll work. People
and at first I didn't always bring it up unless if they asked, but now I usually say, and some stuff we do keep, so I'm honest. I'll say some stuff I keep, some stuff I sell.
Right.
and I'm interested in this, that, and the other thing. Hey, do you have any of those things?
And we're not looking to beat you up or fleece you, but leave some meat on the bone, as they say.
Yeah.
So we can both make something. I mean, you're just going to sit on this stuff. It's going to sit around. I'll take it, and and you'll have some money you didn't have. And
one person's junk could be another person's treasure.
Right. We still have to process it, wrap. We do our own pack. We don't have anyone working for us yet. Maybe somewhere down the road makes sense, right? If you expand, but we do work. I mean, all resellers, like what does Lonnie say? There's no free money. I mean, you have to earn it.
You clean the item. You do your research. You take your pictures.
You have to pack it right.
You have to pack it just right. Yeah. You have to answer customer questions. If there's a return, we don't get many returns, but if there's a return, we have to handle it appropriately.
So so you do work for that, and that you should be compensated for your time. I mean, that's when you go to a place of business. That's what you're paid for. You're paid for your butt being in that chair,
right,
or whatever you're doing, or on that assembly line. Same thing here. I mean, anyway, so I think when we went there, we weren't sure. I think we thought we were just gonna pick up a couple things.
Yeah, I guess we weren't sure what to expect because I saw the pictures of the furniture and
the furniture looked great.
And it looked really cool, and I'm like, oh wow, it's a vintage house, But we didn't. I mean, we found a lot of.
He had so much cool stuff.
A lot of cool stuff. So we're very grateful. So thank you.
Yeah, and
we're gonna share some of the haul from that.
I think the deal went well. I mean, like I said, everybody was happy. And we haven't even processed this stuff yet. I cannot wait to start listing.
We haven't even researched anything yet.
I was excited. I don't even know.
Some pieces we're gonna keep. Some stuff we're gonna sell. Some we won't list till a little bit later. But
we found some really fun stuff that's gonna be fun list. And that we have a good idea, just like Heidi with the stuff she bought, should sell relatively,
Yeah, I think some of it could sell fast or in a relatively short time.
So let's get to it. What did you find that? Okay.
All right, so we'll go over. There's like a jewelry box.
We bought the whole box.
And we grabbed the whole box.
Pick it up, show people. Put it on your lap.
So here's the whole box. This is the.
There we go.
So there's some.
Ooh, everyone's like, ooh.
There's some shiny stuff in here. So there's this little box has some cufflinks in it.
Ooh, Heather Johnson says she worked at a vintage thrift store.
Some little cufflinks.
And loved all the vintage Halloween and movie items.
There's the box. Oops, I dropped one. Can you get that? There's like little holders.
These are to link your cuffs, apparently.
Yes, those are. Looks like.
Lewis Roth. Any relation to David Lee?
Is that Louis Roth?
I call him Lewis.
Would that be Lewis or Louis?
I don't know.
Louis Roth.
Depends on what continent you're on, I guess.
Men's cufflinks.
PayPal is its own separate company. You're right. That's right. I know. I'm stupid. I am.
There's these are cool. They're like a turquoise color. They're salt and pepper shakers. These are very retro. But they're small, they're easy to ship. They're cool. There's
Chuck Witt has a good question. He goes, I wonder what eBay's motive is with the change in payments as they own PayPal.
I'm not sure if they still own PayPal.
I don't think they do. I think they sold it.
They may have sold it.
And not only that, but it's a way for to cut out that middleman. So now you don't have any PayPal fees, which is nice, but it's not an instant. You have to wait.
There's some pocket watches. There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
I have to research them. And then there's a couple, this looks like this could be a chain that maybe went to a watch.
Yeah.
So there's that, and then
there's just all kinds of little.
This looks like a bracelet or something.
It does look like something.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a bracelet.
There are some pieces in here that I think are.
Did you show the turquoise?
I did. Yeah, I did show that. There's a couple of rings. There's like a wolf ring. And I think some of these are silver or silver plated. There's like a dragon ring. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like the jewelry stuff.
Yeah, we might take some photos and post the photos up on our
There's like
Facebook.
It looks like an antique thimble or something.
Let me see that when you're done.
I don't know.
Does it look like there are pot leaves on it?
Some other. It looks like it has some type of leaf design. It looked like a certain leaf.
It's old though. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, there's
like red inside?
Another chain.
Kind of weird.
Here's another chain, a couple different watch chains, some more like tie clip things.
Where's that flask at? Is that?
I think it's on the bottom. Hold on. This I think is here's a skull ring. I think it's like a biker thing. Oh, these are drink stirrers. Is that what that is?
Those are olive picks.
Or olive picks. Yeah, these are sterling silver olive picks.
They are really cool. He just handed those to him like, whoa, those are nice.
This is like someone riding a donkey or a horse.
Nipple armor. Oh, it could be. We don't judge.
This is a rooster.
Cock-a-doodle-doo.
There's a rooster. There's a little castle.
Is it like little
It's
people?
very folksy. Yeah, like little people.
Little village people.
Little village people. And they're very cute.
Little donkey.
Here's like an earring with like a claw on it.
A single earring.
Like a dragon claw, eagle
Maybe
claw.
a wizard guy could wear that.
It looks like, it reminds me of like the fantasy art from like the 80s, like Dungeons and Dragons.
Could be nipple jewelry.
Nipple jewelry? Who knows?
I don't know. We don't judge. Is that a tooth?
I don't know what stone that is. It's shaped like a tooth, but...
A tooth.
Some type of little pendant. What is that?
Silver? No, I don't know. That's, what's her name?
Colombian $50, and it looks like it was turned into a pendant. Some little pendant thing.
Alright, where's that flat? Show people that flat.
Okay, there's a knife.
A knife?
There's a knife.
What's it say? Cutter?
It says old timer.
Old timer knife!
Oh, this is cool. Yeah, show that.
I'll be using this sometime down
and there's some other little shiny things in here, but
it's a two-shooter.
It's time consuming to go through, so I think that's good. Just, you know, there's some little some rings and things to research.
I know that smell.
What was in it?
Some kind of drink, booze.
Well, that's the idea, right?
Yeah, it's a pen flask.
A pen flask.
A two-shooter.
That's funny.
It's really nice. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Oh, Bob says, I make memorabilia. Look for it on Antiques Roadshow in 50 years. Aw. Bob is an awesome artist.
He is.
He
on top of being an awesome guy.
Yeah, do you wanna talk?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
He was a show artist for the Big Chuck and Little John show. In which
was a local
on Cleveland
show
TV
here in Cleveland for 40 years, from 1966 until like 2006. I mean, it was on for a long time, and Bob hooked up with them, I think, in the late 70s, and was a big fan and did a lot of artwork for them during their years. And now he, with their permission, gets to sculpt these really neat statues of a lot of the characters from that show for people. It's their custom stuff. He does it all by hand.
Cool. Do we have?
We do have a Ghoulardi one.
He actually made this.
There we go. It's a Ghoulardi.
It's a Ghoulardi. There's a Ghoulardi sculpture that Bob made.
Do it justice. There we go.
There we go. Oh.
And even hula hoops or hula dances.
Hula
there you
hula.
Go. Hey group.
Hey group.
Careful.
But yeah, he's cool.
He entrusted us with that, or gave that to us, and thank you, Bob, for that. It has
thank you, Bob.
Spot on our set forever. And what else did we get?
There's this bag here.
Go
there's
ahead.
that box
there. Oh, that's
there.
my bag. That's
this
right.
is your
What
bag.
else did you get?
I don't remember.
Oh boy. Well, let's go.
I know some of those toys I grabbed.
Here's your ski. Some of this stuff here's
yours.
yours.
Oh, this I did pick out. So this is a vintage ski patch. It says Ski the Summit, Keystone, Breckenridge, Copper Mountain. Some of the vintage ski patches I sell between 10 and 20 bucks.
Whoa.
I remember like 2 years ago, we went to a yard sale in Parma, Ohio.
Parma? Does this program go to Parma?
And someone had a whole box of these vintage patches, and I think I paid like $2 for them. And I've made a lot of money on that $2 box of patches. It's great.
I saw this sitting there in the basement where we were going through stuff, and it's a autographed Pete Rose picture to Dave. Ooh. And then autographed, and this is just Pete Rose baseball.
Autographed baseball.
Oh, can you hold that up there?
Yeah. I don't really know.
Maybe move your jewelry box out of the way so you have some foot room there.
Oh, no, I'm okay.
All right.
I'm all right. Oh,
tilt it.
It's not
Where's the
quite,
Pete Rose?
I don't know.
Back up.
It's not showing
there
up.
It is.
There it is.
Pete Rose.
It takes a minute to focus.
That's fine. But you can see it signed. Yeah, that Pete Rose baseball. That was kind of neat. What else did we get in this little bag of stuff here?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I just grabbed that to pack stuff with.
Some envelopes?
Yeah. Oh, that's not great.
Oh, electronicals.
Yeah, what is that?
Electronic
That's
stuff.
like some kind of weird...
Cleveland, Cincinnati, and St. Louis Railway Company. It's some type...
Hold it up.
Oh, it's an old-timey share of like of a railroad bond?
Yeah.
I think it's railroad bonds.
I don't know.
Shares?
Someone framed it. It might be something to somebody.
It just looks neat. It's from 1942.
Oh, it looks like it's in great shape. Some kind of converter box or something I thought somebody might need.
There's that.
Digital TV tuner. what else did we find there? Here, that's good. Here, put this down over there. Now, I can show, oh, and they also gave us here, can you put that over there, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. I did find some record albums there, too, a ton of them, but I picked out just a few to show that I thought were of interest. Here's one by a band called Slade. Remember them? And this is called Slade.
Slade.
See the chameleon.
Chuck says, I miss your quaint living room set.
Oh, well, maybe we'll have to go back to that.
We could go back to that.
This is Elvis Moody Blue, and the cool thing about this is it's blue vinyl.
Ooh.
You know, it needs a little clean.
Ooh. That's
blue
cool.
Vinyl.
I love colored vinyl like that.
Uh-oh, watch what you said. The Outsiders, Time Won't Let Me album.
Oh,
Oldie
cool.
but a goodie.
Some oldies.
And this is probably the best album in there. Roxy Music, Avalon. As far as, I mean, they go for like 15 or 20 bucks, I think. Maybe 20 or 30.
The artwork's neat.
Yeah.
Looks like a Viking on the cover.
Yeah, like a bird in a way. But I thought that was kind of neat. But there's a bunch more in there. I have to look up. I don't know. But again, there goes that's all the work you do. You do all the footwork of finding out what stuff's worth. Blah 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 blah. Now
yeah, it's like you just kind of go for the lot and then just kind of look through it later on.
We also grabbed some cool posters.
Yeah, you've got a lot of neat posters.
Yeah, this is they're not in the best shape.
Some of them are better than
Superman
some,
movie.
worse than others condition-wise.
Yeah.
You know, and that's to be expected with
this one. There's Jim
with
Morrison
some of
from
those.
The Doors, and there's one really really good one in here that I loved, and I say, we got to get this.
Do you need help?
Nah, well, that's a good. I mean, that's always a question.
Oh, watch that.
I can't show that one.
Yeah, careful what
This one I can't show.
Well, they're closed.
Nah, that's too.
He found a pinup girl poster.
It's a booty one.
Yeah, they're wearing thongs.
I thought this was from Whitesnake or something when I first saw it, but it's not. I don't know what that is. What is this?
But
some of these posters look like headshot posters.
Yeah.
There.
I'm trying to see if there's any markings on it. It's a Cobra.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
Now
like retro artwork.
This is a really cool Jim Morrison poster. Look how cool that dude was, ain't that? The Lizard King right there. Break on through to the other side.
There you
Break
go.
on through. And then where did we find the one? This wasn't the cool one. But
you did find one really cool. Well, Superman's cool. I like those old Superman movies.
Superhost's cousin, I believe. Where is that one? There is one that is.
Chuck says, ironically, the black vinyl is more rare than the blue.
Is it? Oh, the Elvis sings?
I didn't know.
Well, there we go. Well, then I should be looking for that one. I didn't think it was worth much, but I don't know.
But people like Elvis.
They do?
They do.
No.
That looks like beer posters.
More beer lady posters.
Yeah.
I buy a Bud Light or a Miller Lite.
Pinup girl beer posters. Yeah.
Dime a dozen. Actually, some of that stuff's not too bad.
Some people like that
Man
stuff.
cave stuff.
Yeah. Dude guy stuff.
All right, some women maybe. Guitar chord poster.
Well, yeah.
So much fun.
Whatever people prefer.
Maybe I should hang that up. I do try to play guitar every now and then. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, there's the winner chicken dinner right there. Now, easy.
Yeah.
Just slowly. Look at that guy.
Wow, look at that art.
The Stuff of Nightmares. It's black light.
Look at the
glitter.
line work on that.
That's pretty good. It's got some damage, but
That is cool.
But this kind of stuff, people love it. So
look at him.
He's fun.
I didn't see that one.
He's a party. I did. That's why I wanted them all. Just give me all of them.
That is really cool.
It's got glitter on it too. I wonder if that was part of it. It might have been.
Maybe. It's like it has that like velvet kind
Someone's
of.
gonna want to light up a joint.
It's very like 70s hippie,
Sorry for all the noise.
That one's all ripped up.
Yeah, but that's okay. But
that's okay.
And then we got a bunch. Oh, here's the monster stuff. Why don't you show that?
Yeah, and he gave us. He threw in some monster bobbleheads. So they're called Wobblin' Goblins, the most gruesome gang of bobbling head figures. And they're like little monster resin bobbleheads.
They're cool.
So this one looks like a zombie guy. So there's him.
Here's the skull. It has the name on the back, right?
Does it have his name?
It says Baldy.
Oh, he's Baldy. So there's Baldy.
And here's Skull.
I don't know why they talk like that. And then here's a Franken guy. He's that's the Frankenstein monster.
Hopefully this is entertaining because we thought it was We thought this stuff was kind of neat.
I think that's really fun. Those. I love the Halloween stuff.
And there's one. I'll show that last. The big thing I got there.
We should put them on the set somewhere.
We should. And there was just a box of train stuff, model trains. Oh, they got World War II German infantry. These are little people. Maybe they could. It's like a little.
Oh, like models.
Yeah, World War II infantry, like
a miniature.
Miniatures, track parts, more German people. Train station. Thank you.
Yeah, Atlas.
Is this Ho scale?
Atlas Restaurant Roadside Inn. Is this HO scale?
It's Ho scale.
It is. It is Ho scale.
It's for a hoe.
HO scale.
Ho's got to ride a train too.
Restaurant kit number 760.
Look at this. Powered locomotive. It's
Union Pacific.
lifelike trains. It was a Toys R Us. Originally it was $20 in the pack.
Yeah, some of these
I don't know.
are just neat. They're fun to look
I just
through.
saw trains in a box and thought, heck, let's just throw it in with what we're getting.
People like the train sets and the toys and stuff. People, a lot of people buy up nostalgic things if it reminds them of their childhood.
Yep, HO scale train car. Those got some splits on it.
Freight cars, yeah.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Union Pacific, and it's like a yellow card.
The Pacific.
It's not coming up. There we go.
What is that?
It's like glow. Oh, there we go.
Little planes, little tank.
I'll hold something up and then it just glows for a minute. It doesn't focus.
There's a Panzer. Bless you. There's like a little Panzer.
Dust.
There's all kinds of probably things in here. Also, like a lot of little tanks. That's kind of neat.
It's just dust.
All kinds of that's good. Good stuff. So there's a box of this. There's so much in here, but like I said, it's fun because it's all boxed up. It's all in its original packaging. It should be easy to list and let sit on there and let people.
Lumberyard.
I could even be competitive.
Number 750.
They're assembly kits.
Oh, where's it? There's that.
And they don't look like they've been assembled yet, which is good.
So that's really cool.
You just put it up there. You can be a little cheaper than the other guy, and just because you have so much, you might just let them go for cheap. And the last thing I got, which is I didn't throw this into the last minute because I wasn't sure what it was or what I would do with it.
Somewhat new here, and being like a chatty Kathy, do you do local listings like Facebook or Craigslist for heavier, bulkier, hard to ship items?
I'll go get something heavier.
And your success with those. Yeah. I haven't had a lot of success selling locally on Facebook. Although...
Sorry.
Yeah, it did work a handful of times when I had the brick and mortar store. I used to have a brick and mortar store.
A Rick and Morty store.
Not Rick and Morty, brick and mortar.
Oh.
And when I had that, I would put things on Facebook to try to bring...
through.
Do you want me to move?
No, I just want
okay.
Make sure,
To try to bring people in, and then I was even buying ad space on Facebook, and it helped a little bit here and there, but I didn't. It wasn't something I could rely on. But with what's going on now, it might be a good tool for people selling local.
Yeah.
Like the people posting their private garage sales by appointment, things like that.
So this last thing I got, oh my God, it weighs a ton. I saw this sitting on the ground. I asked him about it, and he goes, "Oh yeah, that's a what is this? A lens?"
I don't know. I don't know anything about this thing.
Oh, it's a lens.
Oh, cool.
I didn't know what it was, and it's got some Czech writing on it apparently. But he told me it was a night vision, a Czech military night vision kit.
Are you sure that's?
Oh yeah. Boop, 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 boop,
Wow.
boop, boop, boop. It's got the scope on it, the cover.
I wonder if it works.
Or it might be a light. I don't know what that is. I
That's
don't know.
cool.
I don't know. It's got some paperwork in here. Probably what they were supposed to be looking at. I don't know. That's some weird military stuff. That goes in there. But it's got this really heavy battery pack and everything in it. Oh my God. This thing weighs that.
Ooh.
That's okay. But
you could just use that as weights to get a workout.
You could. This thing feels like it might be a good. I don't
40
know.
pounds, 50 pounds?
Maybe 30 pounds, 25 pounds. Try it.
Oh, that's like the size of like a cat litter box. Like, when you buy the packs of cat litter.
Yeah, it's about what?
Like 30-something pounds.
Yeah, I have to weigh it, but it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And
it's got weight to it for sure.
I'll say it has an extra lens or scope thing on the inside here. But this was cool. I was like, yeah, I mean, I just threw it in and we come up with the price and he was cool with it and that was it. I mean, we just kind of walked out of there with some really neat stuff. Mm-hmm. I don't know what all that is. Oh boy. There's little things in here.
Little, like...
Cleaning. I think it's stuff to clean it with.
Oh, maybe to
bolts.
clean the lenses? I'm looking at...
Oh, check that out. That's pretty neat.
Oh, a replacement bulb.
It says Tesla.
Tesla.
Yeah. Tesla bulb.
Maybe because it has a Tesla.
Made in where?
Czechoslovakia, yeah.
Wow, this is really cool.
That's neat.
Yeah, there's a couple of them in there. Man, this is a pretty cool find. But I never dealt with anything like this before, but I'm looking forward to seeing what I can get for it. Oh, so heavy. All right, there we go. Don't want to drop that on your foot. Yeah.
No, don't want to drop that on your foot.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's mostly everything. There are a few things that we kept for ourselves.
Yeah,
like, like those drawers I bought.
Right, and there's another box. There's like a whole box of records. He was just showing some of the interesting records.
Yeah, everything else is like Grand Funk Railroad and Cat Stevens and there's a mix of stuff. But
and then on top of all that, we're still shopping our house.
Oh my gosh!
For stuff to list. It's like, I think we're good for a while, so we don't really need to be going to the thrift store anytime soon. There's a lot here to go through.
We could last at least through the rest of this month. Listing stuff that we have.
Probably a couple months.
At least I said this month, and if we had to, another couple months. But
and that's if we list stuff every day, because there's some days we don't list. We're like working on other stuff.
Are we planning to? That's a good question. We'll get into that. Are we going to shop soon, or what's our game plan?
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. I'm not gonna go right away.
We already had a discussion.
We'll just stay.
How about? Are you out there? Are you gonna run out to the thrift stores when they open on the 12th? Just curious. Let us know. Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's some people watching. Maybe they're in a different part of the country where maybe they do have places already open. So Heather Johnson has a great question. Strange question. It's not a strange question. It's a great question, Heather. But do you guys ever have people who are selling haunted items? Yes. Yes.
We have.
We have bought haunted items. Yes. Or items that were claimed to be haunted.
Right.
And we've talked about this in a previous video.
In several of them.
In several, but that's okay. Well, it's a good question.
I'm saying, yeah, I mean, this is definitely a question that comes up. But yeah, we have fun answers for that one.
Yeah, so...
Talk about the pentagram dolls.
Yeah, at the flea market, it was a year or two ago, probably 2 years ago. They had a sign on this doll, and it was like in this plexiglass thing, and it said, "Caution, haunted doll." And it was a vintage, like, 1950s bride doll. It was plastic about yay high with this big fancy dress. And I'm like, is that doll really haunted?
And he goes, yeah. And so we bought it, and it sold. And then the following year, we went to and there's the same guy with another doll under the same glass that said, haunted, for sale, whatever.
So then we asked him, we said, we bought the other haunted doll from you. What's going on? How do you have multiple haunted dolls? And do you want to say the rest?
Well, he said he and a friend were... now, this is his story. He and a friend... It was a great story. He didn't skip a beat. I loved it. And that's what I loved about it, too. Whether it's true or not, who cares? But I think it's a premise for a horror movie ready to be made.
It was fun.
But he said he and his friend were cleaning out a house, doing a clean out for someone hired to do that. And they were in the attic. And they were cleaning this attic out. And they cleared the floor. And they noticed that there was a pentagram, burned into the floor or drawn on the floor of this attic. And then they noticed that there was a doll. One of two of the dolls he had. He said he sold the other 3, but he said there were 5 dolls, and each doll was at one end or at one point of each points of the 5 points of the pentagram. So
we bought 2 from him, and I sold them both to paranormal investigators out west. Yep. I put them on Facebook, and like within an hour. People were. I got all these messages, and I sold the dolls. Yep. And they wanted to know the story, so I told them the story. Yep. They were wanting to know what town they came from, if I knew who the owner was. I didn't have that information.
But yeah.
So and when I had the dolls in our possession, I did not.
Don't say that.
I did not experience anything weird from them. Of course, I was nice to the dolls in case they were really haunted. Right. We don't know for sure. No. But it was a good story regardless.
You don't take that chance with a haunted doll.
But I am... And I get this from my mom. She collects dolls. I don't know. I think weird, creepy-looking dolls are interesting. And I have sold a lot of interesting vintage dolls and collectible dolls online.
Yep.
And,
so nothing against them, hey.
They don't seem to bother me too much, even when people say they are creepy or haunted.
They didn't do nothing, but yeah.
Maybe that's like my superpower or something.
Yeah. Kubi.
Yeah. Hi, Randy.
Kubi.
And Lois says she's staying home.
Yeah, a lot of people say they're gonna. Oh, that's sort of our plan too. Our plan is to kind of lay low still.
Lay low and just see how it goes.
Yeah, and because you'll know. It's a horrible thing but it's an obvious thing, right? If this thing is has a 2-week, incubation time, and and they start opening stuff up, you're gonna see.
You'll know 2 weeks from that date.
Yeah, so by the end of May, if we see a spike in places, then we're gonna know that it ain't time to go out yet. It ain't time to take the bird out of the oven,
Yeah.
So.
Connie says there is a doll by the name of Robbie. There's a story behind that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know about that.
Oh
That's
my!
creepy, that boy.
Wow, that's a very creepy story.
He's in a museum now, right, or something?
Yeah. Eventually, I think it'd be awesome to visit that display. Yeah.
Well, makes you wonder how many haunted dolls are out there.
But I guess when you do go to, I don't remember what museum he's in, but when you do go to visit him, you have to ask permission to take a picture. If you don't ask permission to take a picture of him, all kinds of weird stuff could happen.
Right, Bob. You don't have to say what he said, but that's what we feel too. And unfortunately, some people might, that's what it would be. I mean, that's what it is. I think they're just wanting people to go out to see what would happen. So here's something that has nothing to do with the pics that we had.
Froggy.
I know, you got him?
I got him.
Rescue Froggy. Hiya, gang. Hiya.
I saved a Froggy.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's good to be here on your show. Oh, let me tell you guys.
So vintage finds. If you guys ever find these, they're very hard to find and they're very awesome.
What are they, Janet?
So this is from 1948 and it's made by Rempel.
It's
Froggy the Gremlin, and it's Rempel, R-E-M-P-E-L. Rempel Manufacturing. Oh. And these were originally Squeak toys from 1948. Rumpel. And for a while, Froggy the Gremlin was a mascot for Buster Brown shoes.
That's right.
And he appeared in The Ghoul.
Yeah, the Ghoul show. The Ghoul borrowed him, and it took off, and he got a second life, that Froggy.
Yeah, so we have 2 little Froggies, and we have 1 large Froggy. 1 was given to us by a fan, and then 2 were ones I found online.
So Heather says, thanks for answering. I am also a paranormal researcher. Ooh.
Oh, cool.
And my team house haunted items team houses haunted. Oh, they house haunted items for clients. Oh. We have taken them to paranormal conventions. Well.
That's awesome.
I grabbed this for a particular reason too. Interesting to know that Heather didn't know that about you. Now that we know, we can ask you. We can throw this out there. We are looking for information on what this could possibly be.
Yeah, so what is it?
It is a plaster skull, okay? Very old. It smells like sulfur, probably because of the gypsum that's used in when they do plaster of Paris, I guess. I guess they use gypsum, and it smells like sulfur I don't know. But anyway. Mm-hmm. But what's so unusual about this skull, it's heavy already. Right on its own, it's heavy. It's plaster.
It has some weight to it.
And it was discovered in a friend of ours' attic. He gave this to us. He discovered in his attic when he bought the house in 1978, right? And
I believe so.
And the house was built in the 30s, so at some point between the 30s and the 70s, this got in the attic, right? He found it with some other Masonic stuff. Did he say that? Or no?
That I don't. That I'm not sure. I'd have to double
scratch
check.
that. But he said he found it.
But he found it in the attic.
In his attic.
Yes.
So, well, the weird thing about this is not that it's a skull, right? But this is the weird part. I didn't know what this was at first, and now it's really. But if you could check out the bottom of the skull, right?
It has like this metal piece, and it looks like it's like soldered.
It looks like there's solder around the edge.
Yeah, like it was sealed shut.
Oh, I gotta go this way.
Like they put something inside the skull.
Yeah.
Whoever.
Listen. Hear that? It's kind of hollow. It reminds me of like a rubber cement or putty can type of lid. But
it's like if it's like a metal lid.
But then listen to this. There's something real heavy in there, and it sounds like granules and bigger pieces.
Shake it one more time and.
Yeah. You hear that?
It almost sounds like teeth in there.
There's different sized things in there, like fine granules and bigger chunks of something. But we don't. Some people are like, well, it's too small to be an urn. Yeah, that's quite possible. This looks like it's about.
It's freaky.
This is about maybe 3 inches in diameter. I think I'd get if I was to guess. Demon container. Yeah. You know, we
We've
get
had
all of that.
people say that to us, that it might house something, but... And then we've had people suggest that it could be an Oddfellows piece.
Yeah.
Or like a Masonic thing, some type of fraternity thing, where maybe it was used as a display piece.
Yeah. Wily people say it's a weight. It's full of sand or something. It's a weight. Well, why would you have to weigh down plaster? This thing is still heavy.
Yeah, it's already heavy on its own.
If it was weighted, why not fill it to the top so you didn't hear all that shaking around in there? I don't know. It's not all the way full.
But we named him Uric.
It was named Uric when we got him.
Uric.
So.
He came with the name Uric.
And we didn't know him well, but you know that doesn't matter. He's on our set now.
He's on our set now, and he's safe here, and we'll just let him be.
We're
not gonna open that.
Tony
skull.
says if he shakes his head hard, his head, he gets the same sound. Me too.
There you go.
But yeah, so we're still trying to. And Heather says sometimes items like that could be used in rituals. Yeah, but we would love to know more, like what that is.
It would be cool to know, but we would never open that. We're gonna leave it be. And
for now,
just let them chill on the shelf, and all is well.
Yeah, if we could
keep
find
the
out,
peace,
if we could find out more about that, we would love to. I mean, there's really no.
We've shared that info with some other friends, and they didn't.
No one.
They didn't know what it was.
Just a lot of guesses. I guess without opening it, which we might have to one day.
I'm not doing that.
That could
if
be
you do that, don't open that here.
That could be a whole show.
Go to somewhere else, and I'll stay here.
Maybe we could hook up with some of these paranormal investigators and do it on site somewhere.
No, that's okay.
Why not?
You can do that.
I'll do that. I'm not
stay
afraid.
home.
I ain't afraid no ghosts.
That sounds like the start of like some terrible horror film.
Wow,
let's open up this skull. No, let's not. I'm good.
Well, that would be neat. X-ray or CAT scan, yeah. Anyone have
that's
X-ray
a
machine?
good idea.
Maybe I found this night vision. Maybe we'll find an X-ray at the next place we go to.
Maybe we'll find an X-ray machine.
There are no markings whatsoever on it, Heather.
Yeah,
that's
no markings.
That's what makes it tough to even figure out. No markings at all. I'll look it over again, but I studied that thing with a fine-tooth comb because I don't have any hair. So what else would I use it for? And I could not find it. X-ray it. Well, that's a possibility. I have to figure out how that works. But anyways, that's our big A-haul for the weekend.
I guess that's it. We've been hanging out here for a little over an hour now. Wow.
That's right.
Time flies when you're having fun, right?
Yeah, and if you have any cool junk out there you want to get rid of, just shoot us a message. You never know.
The MummyAndMonkey at gmail.com.
Oh, I got that.
You can always email us for the local viewers. If you have things you want to part with,
I gotta
send over a few pictures, and we can set up possibly
you never know.
A social distance look through. So Thrift Raider says, "Good seeing you guys live." Yay!
All right, Thrift
Thank
Raider,
you, Thrift Raider.
Yeah, and last night talking to go ahead.
Well, and I'm gonna say I'm seeing a lot of ladies in the chat, which is awesome. I go through the analytics on our YouTube sometimes, and it looks like we need more ladies watching. So if for ladies and gents, if there's certain things you want us to show regarding eBay, regarding Mummy and Monkey, if you have suggestions, you can send us an email too.
Radio, Daddy-O.
We want to see more ladies watching the show.
And Mama O. And that's fun, yeah.
And we will be showing a movie this Friday.
Yes.
On our Facebook page. So we are the Mummy and the Monkey on Facebook, and we host the Hairy Scary Hangout.
Ooh.
But lately it's been the Hairy Scary Lockdown. And the movie that we decided was Spider Baby.
Never shown that. I don't even think I've seen that movie, so I know don't
starring
freak out.
with Sid Haig. So
yeah, Heather said that she will definitely do some research and get back to us. Yeah, Heather, actually send us an email, and I can send you some better pictures of this. Okay.
Cool.
Sounds good. Well.
But yeah, we're gonna play Spider Baby Friday night at 10 o'clock on our Facebook page, The Mummy and the Monkey. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, Richard, real quick, so Richard said that, Richard Taylor says the Salvation Army in Brunswick is still open.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
How are they still open?
Sid Haig's in that movie, that's right. Good old Sid Haig. And Lon Chaney, I believe.
Really?
And Montel Moreland's in that movie.
Oh, there's a lot of people in that movie.
Lon Chaney Jr.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Yeah, I got to watch that. I'm looking forward to doing some fun stuff with it, so.
Cool, yeah. So it's going to be Spider Baby with John Saxon.
That's right, of course. He'll make an appearance as he always does.
With Grimm Gorri's awesome sound effects.
Sound effects and whatever else decide to drop into the flick. You never know with me.
And
with him.
We're hoping to get a new skit put together by Friday.
Yes.
Another Parma Rosa skit.
Yeah, well, no, it's Bonanza.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
It takes place on the Parma Rosa. It takes
place on the Parma Rosa Ranch.
But the Parma Rosa is the area.
But the skit series is Bonanza. Bonanza. And we did upload the Yashu Exotic, the Tiger King spoof on our channel. If you guys want to see some of our comedy videos, our little Mummy Monkey clips, we have some of that on YouTube as well.
Yeah, Jack Hill did this movie who did Coffee and Foxy Brown. Chuck lets us know. And Tom says, Spider Baby, very excellent. Lon sings the closing song. Yeah, Lon Chaney Jr. is in the movie.
That's awesome.
So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to watching it for the first time and doing my thing to it.
A lot of people should tune in then.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel. Like I said, we're going to sit tight, I think, a little bit before we go and do any, like, mass shopping. I mean, the only place we go out now is just to get groceries, pretty much. You know?
Because we have to be mindful of our elder relatives. It's not just about us.
No.
So we can't...
And I'm elderly, too, so...
Yeah, no. We just have to be mindful of others. We don't want to spread germs to anybody.
No.
So.
We got to stop spreading.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys. Good night. Good
Fright.
What? What's what?
Oh.
Are you farting on?
What? I didn't do that. That was you, I thought.
Oh.
Good night. Good fart.
He's killing me with poisonous gases here.
I wonder if that was audible. I don't know.
He's tooting on the couch. So
Oof.
On that note,
I could toot on the common.
I need to go get some fresh air. Good night, good fright, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Mwah.
We'll see you on the Hairy Scary Hangout this Friday.
I need fresh air. Oh no!
I cleared the room, everybody.